Well, you borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard. Yeah, because it fires in a way that is...
Charlie Sheen's romantic life has been one of the most riotous in Hollywood. He has been linked to more than 10 girlfriends, but can we truly blame him? As bees are attracted to honey, so are women attracted to an icon. Join us as we journey into Sheen's romantic relationships, uncovering every story of love, scandal, trust, betrayal, and heartbreak. Body his engagement to Kelly Preston. Sheen's first romantic relationship after his rise to stardom was with late veteran actress Kelly Kamalilahua Smith, popularly known as Kelly Preston. She was born on the 13th of October, 1962. The talented actress and model Kelly became a movie sensation when she met Charlie. Her roles in movies such as Twins and Mischief displayed the actress's dexterity and beauty, which was undeniable at the time. With an evident chemistry, their relationship soon became a media sensation. The relationship that resulted in an engagement in the 1980s came to an abrupt halt when a shrapnel was left in Kelly's arm by a gun in Charlie's home. The shocking incident took center stage in most entertainment news and tabloids nationwide. While the tale of what exactly went wrong remains unclear, speculations have been ongoing. For instance, some concluded that Sheen shot at Kelly, but both denied that account. In a 2011 interview with TMZ, Preston referred to the shooting as an accident. Sheen elaborated on the incident during his My Violent Torpedo of Truth tour in Vancouver in 2016. He described it as a freak accident, saying his revolver fell out of his back pocket after Kate went to the bathroom that morning. The gun hit the floor and fired a bullet, causing shrapnel from the toilet bowl to injure her. This led to their breakup, where they sold off the engagement ring and split the profits made from its sales. Sheen's relationships with adult movie star Ginger. After his engagement with Kelly broke off, the movie star met the Slumber Party star Ginger Lynn Allen. This happened when he was 26 on the set of his brother, Emilio Estevez's film, Young Guns 2 in Arizona. Ginger Lynn was born in December 14, 1962, and was an adult entertainment star with a series of minor roles in B movies. This meeting, when Charlie was still healing from the effects of his publicized breakup, soon became a sensational romantic relationship that neither of them knew would change the course of Charlie's conventional romantic relationships forever. While he revealed his awareness of the actress as an adult film star, he stated that he was impressed by her ability to diversify into mainstream film and establish a career as an actress. He claimed they both fell in love after this and became happily linked. In later years, Charlie credits Ginger for helping him overcome his addiction to narcotics, a journey which he began on the 6th of August, 1990, stating that she was the reason he has been successful in that most turbulent journey. Soon afterward, Ginger joined Charlie in the quest for freedom from substances. Hand in hand, the two tried to come out of the addiction. However, their relationship with each other lasted only 5 years. During several rumors making the rounds in the entertainment industry that Sheen was physically abusive, Lynn stood by him. She stated that she had never been abused by him, not even with as little as a voice pitch higher than usual. She clearly stated that he wasn't a violent person. This public defense of him seemed out of place given the gossip swirling in the entertainment industry. It came at a time when he faced intense scrutiny, with many people eager to find anything that could further damage his reputation. She presented a rare mental image of Sheen, describing him as a man struggling but not abusive, troubled but not cruel. This representation of the actor was weighty in that it had been uttered by someone who had seen him in his most basic human form. Donna Peele. Donna Peele was born on the 1st of January 1970 in Orlando, Florida, USA. Before marrying Charlie Sheen, she worked as a model and actress who participated in several advertising campaigns. She also featured in commercials and minor television programs like True Hollywood Story. Donna Peele met the actor in July 1995 during the production of a cigarette commercial in New York and began dating in earnest. 6 weeks after their relationship, they announced they were getting married. On the 3rd of September 1995, they tied the knot with a lavish ceremony in Malibu where they hosted friends, well-wishers, and the paparazzi, making Donna the first legally married wife of Charlie Sheen. A few weeks after the wedding, Charlie Sheen was subpoenaed to testify in Madam Heidi Fleiss's trial, where his indiscreet affair with 11 of the Madam's girls was exposed. This caused a major setback for their marriage. Donna was in a scandal she had never signed up for. The marriage ended abruptly in early 1996, thus making them one of Hollywood's shortest-profiled marriages. After the divorce, Donna lived a quiet life and never returned to her previous life as an actress and model. Hers was the shortest of all 3 marriages, and she never tried explaining the action she took at the time. This fueled her decision to live a quiet life. However, as would be seen later on, it had very little influence on the actor, as his escapades with the world of women had only just begun. Brittany Ashland. The Hollywood actress, Brittany Ashland, was born on the 21st of January, 1972, and featured in movies like Psycho Cop Returns, Girls and Guns, Wild Hearts, and Hooked. The relationship between Brittany and Sheen began in 1996, when the actor was still the most sought after. While the relationship was low-key initially, news of her lawsuit against Sheen spread like wildfire. On February 6, 1997, Brittany Ashland filed a lawsuit against her then-lover and Hollywood bad boy. This marked the beginning of lawsuits for the famous actor. The suit claimed that on December 20, 1996, Sheen grabbed her by the hair and slammed her onto his Agoura Hills home's marble floor. This made her unconscious. By the time she was up, her split lips required 7 stitches. It also claimed that Sheen thereafter forced her to strip and dispose of the bloody clothes while threatening her with death if she so much as told anyone of the assault. Ultimately, the actor was charged with assault, battery, negligence, false imprisonment, and emotional and unspecified damages. Upon investigation by the police, he was then charged with criminal charges on the 20th of February 1997 for misdemeanor battery with a serious injury. Sheen's spokesman at the time, Jeff Ballard, called the suit a cheesy attempt at extortion and a typical price you pay for being a celebrity in today's age. This led to Sheen pleading not guilty to the charges initially, but on the 7th of June 1997, he entered a plea of no contest. This led to a sentence of 1 year suspended prison term and 2 years probation, asked to perform community service, and attended 8 counseling sessions by Judge Lawrence Mira. While on parole, though, the actor went against his promise to the judge and was turned in by his father, Martin Sheen, for substance overdose in 1998. He was then ordered to undergo a substance rehabilitation program. Stephanie Seymour. Born on the 23rd of July, 1968 in San Diego, California, Stephanie Michelle Seymour began her journey into modeling at 15. Having gotten to the final stage of the inaugural Elite Model Management Look of the Year contest in 1983, her confidence on the path was solidified. All through the late 1980s and early 1990s, she appeared on several magazine covers, as Vogue and the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. By this time, she had built a relationship with Victoria's Secret, which, more than ever before, announced her as one of the most promising models. She also acted and had roles in movies such as Pollock in the year 2000 and Law and Order, Criminal Intent in the year 2002. In the early 1990s, the model was romantically involved with Axl Rose, and they enjoyed quite a passionate and intense relationship. However, while the relationship between the two was still ongoing, there were several reports of the increasing closeness between Seymour and Sheen. The middle of 1991 saw the spread of rumors of a relationship between the two, which later changed the trajectory of Seymour's personal life. However, their relationship only lasted for 2 years, between 1992 and 1994, during which the duo made many public appearances. Still, details of their relationship remained largely private. After the breakup between the two lovebirds, Seymour moved on to marry Peter Brandt in 1995. He became a force to be reckoned with as she opened her lingerie brand, Raven and Sparrow, in 2017. On the other hand, Sheen became entangled in a series of conventional and unconventional relationships, ultimately translating into his life's direction in later years. Hollywood Madame, Heidi Fleiss Girls. Heidi Lynn Fleiss, born 30th December 1965, is a Los Angeles secret elite escort service boss who catered to the needs of the rich and powerful in Los Angeles, with highly expensive, glamorous, and most importantly, discreet girls. With operations that spanned the 80s to the early 90s, Madame Heidi built a network of actors, producers, and high rollers. Due to their secrecy, everyone could taste the girls without others' knowledge. Sheen maintained a partying lifestyle and got connected with Heidi Fleiss. At the time, he had become a huge name in Hollywood and was considered an excessive spender. In June 1993, the madam was arrested on several charges, one of which included attempted pandering. Currently, her high-profile clients are all behind the scenes. When she was charged with tax evasion in 1995, Sheen was brought in as the star witness to the case and was subpoenaed to testify, but he was never charged with any criminal offense because of the case. It only added to a list of his escapades with women. This confirmed his nickname as Hollywood's bad boy. During the case, he admitted under oath to spending over $50,000 on 11 of the madam's girls in a brothel run by Heidi Fleiss in 1995. Madam Fleiss is noted to have called Sheen a gentleman during parties, as he often paid for his friends. This was during her interview with Vanity Fair. Denise Richards, the American actress, model, and TV personality, Denise Lee Richards, was born on the 17th of February, 1971, in Downers Grove, Illinois. She met Sheen on the set of Spin City, where he played the lead role in the year 2000. She was engaged to Charlie on the 26th of December, 2001. They eventually married on the 15th of June, 2002, on Gary David Goldberg's estate. During the union, they gave birth to 2 children, Sam and Lola Sheen. Sam was born on the 9th of March, 2004. Surprisingly, while Denise was pregnant with their second daughter Lola, who was eventually born on the 1st of June, 2005, Denise filed for a divorce. 19th April, 2006 saw the beginning of the divorce proceedings on the grounds of substance abuse, threats of violence, and a volatile temper under the law of the state of California. With the end of the divorce on November 30th, he was given a restraining order of 300 feet from his wife and children, except during supervised visits. However, he granted full legal custody to their mother as opposed to their joint custody arrangements. Some alleged this was due to his marital turmoil, sobriety issues, and criminal problems. He, however, still has visitation rights to them. The situation has improved since then, as they are recorded as being on good terms. Both have returned to their lifestyles as media personalities, with Denise returning to acting, and Sheen starting a television series on anger management in 2012. They often spend time together with their children. They also began supporting each other's careers. When his twins were born to Brooke Mueller in 2009, Denise was granted temporary custody. This happened when they were taken from Mueller's home by Child Protective Services due to their concerns over their mother's substance abuse. Brooke Mueller. After the divorce of the actor and his second wife, Denise, Brooke J. Mueller, a real estate investor who later became an actress, was introduced to Charlie Sheen by Rebecca Gayheart in 2006. They were engaged in 2007 and tied the knot on the 30th of May 2008 in a Beverly Hills ceremony, and for a while, it seemed Sheen was under control. After a year, the union produced twin sons, Bob and Max Sheen, on the 14th of March 2009. All hell was let loose on the 25th of December, 2009. Sheen was arrested on the grounds of suspicion of domestic violence in Aspen, Colorado. Brooke had reported him for threatening her with a knife and was charged with assault and criminal mischief. The couple tried counseling, but it is safe to say that it was already too late, as the little gap had given way to addiction and mistrust. By 2010, while both of them were attending rehab separately, Brooke filed for a divorce in November of that year. By March 2011, the children were taken away from Sheen's home after Mueller obtained a restraining order against him. Their divorce was finalized on the 2nd of May 2011. Sheen paid Mueller the $750,000 agreed in their prenuptial agreement, and an additional $55,000 monthly for child support. At this point, Sheen was fired from 2.5 Men, but Mueller had just begun her journey to going in and out of rehabilitation homes. After struggling with substance abuse, which worsened after her divorce, she finished an outpatient rehab program in July 2011. In May 2013, she gave birth to twin boys, but when they were 4 years old, the Department of Children and Family Services took them away due to concerns about her substance use. While she went to rehab, the children were placed in the care of Denise Richards and were later transferred to Mueller's brother, Scott. By December 2014, the court granted full custody to Mueller. One morning in November 2016, she strolled into a bar with the boys and their nanny. She was later taken to the hospital for substance abuse evaluation. This has been a recurring incident over the years. In August 2019, she voluntarily joined an inpatient trauma rehabilitation center, with the children going to her parents. the Goddesses, Bree Olson, and Natalie Kenley. After his 3 failed marriages and his sack from the 2.5 Men cast, where he attained the height of the highest-paid actor, Sheen began dating 2 women who lived under the same roof with him. These 2 women were Bree Olson and Natalie Kenley. Bree Olson, born Rachel Oberlin on the 7th of October, 1986 in Houston, Texas, is an actress, model, and former adult film actor, alongside Natalie Kenley, born 19th of May, 1986 in Sherman Oaks, California. She was a former model and Cannabis magazine cover girl who is currently a graphic designer. In 2011, the 2.5 Men celebrity introduced the duo to the world as his girlfriends. He also stated that he was a tiger's blood and was winning. The trio oftentimes hosted interviews and live streams from their Los Angeles home. They became inseparable, flanking his sides anywhere he went. At this point, Charlie claimed it was an arrangement that displayed love, affection, and freedom, telling reporters they helped with raising his kids, giving him peace and strength to fight the Hollywood system. However, Bree broke up with him in April 2011 over a text message. A few months later, after her 25th birthday celebration in June, Natalie also moved out of the Beverly Hills home. In interviews granted later, Bree described the relationship as toxic, while revealing that the excitement displayed on camera was a mirage, as living with Charlie was emotionally damaging. She also claimed to have been misled by Charlie's behavior. Natalie, on the other hand, was quieter after leaving the actor. Yet, in an interview she eventually granted, she stated that Sheen treated her kindly and was never abusive, even though the situation was unconventional. Georgia Jones. In 2013, a new name, Georgia Jones, made headlines as associated with the actor. Georgia Jones, born as Allison Michelle Thompson on the 4th of April, 1998 in Fort Smith, Arkansas, USA, is a former adult film actress in the industry until around 2021. The bisexual actress was frequently seen around Sheen at parties, romantic getaways, and red carpet events, and the actor often referred to her as "my girl." The public displays of affection left the fans wondering how long this new relationship would last. True to public speculation, by mid-2013, the relationship, which began as a storm, suddenly fizzled out, leaving nothing but memories for each of their fans as they went their separate ways. Of both parties, none preferred an explanation, and this time around, no form of scandal was attached. We could keep arguing whether this could be ascribed to mutual understanding, but we would never know. After her relationship with the actor, Georgia has barely been in the limelight. However, her focus shifted to lifestyle content, occasional media appearances, and building a social media following. Sheen, on the other hand, continued to make headlines. Brett Rossi. Scottine Kristen Hill, born on the 21st of May, 1989 in Fontana, California, began her entry into modeling at an early age. By age 14, she was gracing runways. This fame ushered the model into the world of adult entertainment. To fit into the new world, she changed her name to Brett Rossi and gradually gained prominence and earned some titles, such as the Penthouse Pet of the Month in February 2012. She later became an advocate for the rights and well-being of adult film actors. November 2013 began an intense relationship between the adult entertainment star and actor Charlie Sheen. The couple announced their engagement on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, 2014. The wedding plan, which began in earnest, ended abruptly in October of the same year, with Sheen stating his decision to prioritize his children over any romantic relationship. A month after announcing their engagement, the model, Rossi, was hospitalized for a substance overdose. In 2015, Sheen announced his HIV-positive status, a condition which he says he has been blackmailed and paid millions of dollars to hide. Rossi, after recovery from the substance abuse treatment, sued Sheen for assault and battery, emotional distress, negligence, and false imprisonment. Eventually, the case was referred to arbitration. After all these events, she returned to the adult entertainment industry as a director, using her experience in the field to advocate better treatment and rights for adult film actors, while simultaneously highlighting their challenges within and in the real world. The last on the list of Charlie's girlfriends is Julia Stambler. Julia Stambler, whom Charlie calls Jules Wiki, is a 28-year-old model from Los Angeles. She is also an occasional actress and has notably appeared in Entourage. The pair has reportedly been dating since March 2017. The young model worked as the 51-year-old's nanny for twin boys, Max and Bob. On his daughter's 12th birthday at an Italian restaurant, the actor wasn't shy about introducing her to the paparazzi as his current girlfriend, unlike some celebrity couples who prefer to keep their dating lives private. TMZ notes that their relationship is another addition to the nanny train, a trend where older male celebrities get intimate with their kids' nannies. So, how did these two lovebirds meet? We weren't expecting it, but the one who introduced them was Sheen's ex-partner, Brooke Mueller. She was also the one who approved of Julia taking care of the children during the custody battle. Despite the beef with her ex-husband, the actress also said she would rather let Charlie date Julia than a bimbo, prostitute, or a porn star. Despite being warned by friends about his current condition, the then 26-year-old defended her relationship with the actor by saying she was not afraid of contracting the virus and that his symptoms were undetectable. She also mentioned that they use protection and take antiviral medications, such as PrEP, before intercourse. According to TMZ, she has also called her detractors ignorant and said that it should be okay to have relationships with people with HIV. Let's delve further into Charlie's HIV news. The open secret. In 2015, Charlie Sheen dropped a bombshell. He was HIV positive. Even though he knew of his health status since 2011, he kept mute about it. After his revelation, Charlie hardly appeared publicly or performed on screen. For someone accustomed to the media in his life and all over his business, this must be a difficult time for the actor. His next major appearances began on February 2, 2016, after a discussion with Dr. Mehmet Cengiz Oz, an American author, TV personality, and educator. He is currently the 17th administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. During this interview, Charlie Sheen candidly shared his struggles with his HIV diagnosis and the choices he had made regarding his treatment. He revealed that he had chosen to stop taking his prescribed retroviral medications. This choice stemmed from his interest in exploring alternative treatments offered in Mexico by Seymour Chachua. However, it was important to note that Chachua's medical practice did not have the necessary licensing in the United States, raising concerns about the safety and efficacy of the promoted treatments. As Sheen discussed his journey, he reflected on the decision to pursue these unregulated alternatives, highlighting the desperation and confusion he felt in the face of his diagnosis. The allure of new possibilities can sometimes overshadow the established practices, but Sheen soon came to realize that skipping his retroviral medication was a serious mistake. By April 2016, after further consideration and possibly a deeper understanding of his health situation, he announced that he would revert to taking the HIV-approved retroviral medications. While appearing on the Dr. Oz show, he openly apologized for putting himself in such a precarious position and acknowledged the dangers associated with his prior choices. This moment marked a pivotal change in his approach to managing his health, prioritizing scientifically supported treatments over unverified alternatives. It was a moment of vulnerability and resilience, as he emphasized the importance of adhering to medical advice and maintaining health through proven methods. For all of a year and some months, the actor managed to stay out of bad press, especially as it concerned the opposite gender. However, all of that changed following a lawsuit from former intimate partner, Jane Doe, in June 2017. The Russian emigrant sued Sheen for not disclosing his health status. The civil lawsuit, which was filed in Los Angeles, also included charges of emotional abuse, non-disclosure of health situation despite frequent intimacy, and emotional manipulation in which the actor had forced her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. However, no criminal charges were filed. The accusations, which the actor described as a money-grabbing exercise, were laid to rest after being said to have been settled confidentially in August of the same 2017. With the spotlight on the actor decreasing daily, he has shifted his attention to his children and personal growth. By 2018, he revealed that he was over 1 year sober, and in 2022, he called some of his last behaviors regretful. He has also admitted to placing a strain on his family due to his lifestyle. He now lives to support his children, especially Sam Sheen, who has also mastered modeling. However, before the girlfriends and the HIV episode, who was Charlie Sheen? The origin of scandals. The actor, born September 3, 1965, was named Carlos Irwin Estevez. He was the youngest son of American veteran actor Martin Sheen and Janet Templeton in New York City. He started acting at 9 in his father's 1974 movie, The Execution of Private Slovik. He attended Santa Monica High School, where his interest in filmmaking was noticed, leading to his making a film named Super 8 Films alongside his brother and school friends. However, just a few weeks before graduating, the actor was expelled for low grades and poor school attendance. This led to the end of the era involving Carlos Irwin Estevez and ushered in a discovery of purpose, leading to his renaming as Charlie Sheen. Charlie was the English adaptation of Carlos, and Sheen was a name his father adopted in honor of Archbishop and theologian Fulton J. Sheen, and clarity in his future path as an actor. After this big leap, he featured in 3 movies and an episodic TV drama before a major role as Chris Taylor in the 1986 war drama Platoon, directed by Oliver Stone. This movie went on to win the Academy Award for Best Picture, thus exposing Charlie as an actor who had come to stay. However, before this time, Charlie had dated Paula Prophet, his friend and high school sweetheart, who gave birth to his first child, Cassandra Jade Estevez, in 1984, who in turn has made him a grandfather to a beautiful baby girl named Luna. From that point onward, Charlie's acting career took off remarkably. He began to land more prominent male lead roles in major films that significantly impacted the box office. Movies like Wall Street, where he played a savvy and ambitious stockbroker, showcased his ability to tackle complex characters. Young Guns allowed him to enter the rugged world of the Wild West, where he portrayed a young outlaw with a flair for adventure and rebellion. In Major League, his performance as a washed-up baseball player seeking redemption brought laughs and demonstrated his versatility. Each of these films resonated with audiences and solidified Charlie's reputation as a leading man in Hollywood. As he continued to take on increasingly challenging roles, his presence in the film industry became more pronounced, and he gained fans' and critics' admiration. This new steady rise to stardom made him a most eligible bachelor to the ladies then. This led to the beginning of the actor's subsequent series of relationships and entanglements. What can you say about Charlie Sheen's relationship? Feel free to air your views in the comments. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Before you go, click on the video displayed on your screen.